Hello and welcome to Black Amethyst Oracle. My name is Carmen, and tonight I am doing 3 readings for 3 separate collective groups, picking up on energies, asking about how the person on your mind feels about you right now, kind of what they're feeling, and also kind of looking at what the connection is bringing to you and your life, and what the lesson could be or what the purpose could be about. And that's what there are oracles under these crystals, and each group has 2 tarot cards that will hopefully help us sort of like see what's going on. So let's get right to the groups. This is golden rutilated quartz. This is a very powerful stone in my collection that I got specifically for some healing magic, and everything turned out all right. So I have a lot of faith in it. This is a newer piece that I just want to eat. It's so delicious. And like many of the stones I like a lot, this has a lot of iron in it. I love when there's carbon and iron in crystal. It just brings together the earthy grounding and the ethereal quartz type elements that help us with the higher chakras and alignment and receiving information from the spiritual realm. And this is the third one. This is a super duper power player. I usually work with it when I'm trying to channel, but tonight I am letting this one join the third group. So they're pretty different but similar in ways, and I wanted to keep it that way, and I hope you can see them. Let me zoom in a bit. So if you can take a look, I shuffled and pulled out oracles, 2 tarot cards each. I'm going to be using a different deck for the questions regarding the feelings, and some other oracles. So go right ahead and choose, and we'll see you at your reading. Hey, so for the first reading with this golden rutilated quartz, I'm going to go ahead and start with these tarot cards, and hopefully this will help you sort of identify if this is going to fit you. It's hard to know because we don't know what the cards are going to be, but this might give us something. Because if it's wildly off, then maybe it's just not right. But I do have these oracles under here too. But anyway, for starters, let me sit down. For starters, okay, we have the World and Page of Cups. This is a Oriens Animal Tarot, by the way. This World card has koi fish on it, which are known to be about prosperity and abundance and lots of good luck and things. And the Page of Cups has some fish. Page of Cups has fish on it. It's harder to see from a distance probably, but I find it interesting. Cups, water, makes a lot of sense. The world with the koi, you know, the world is, I believe it's, you know, multi-elements. But anyway, this is off the bat telling me that this connection is probably on the sweeter romantic side. There's a youthful vibe There's maybe you're both young, or maybe this person is young, or maybe there's just a big age gap and you're the young one. But there's a youthfulness, there's a sweetness, there's an empathic, emotional, watery quality to the connection. Whereas you you feel a lot, and you've probably expressed a lot with the Page of Cups. Probably someone who hasn't hesitated to say good morning, say good night, like this could be a creative person as well. Could be both of you. The world is completion and fulfillment, and I like the World card. I think is generally a good thing. However, with the two of these, I would just say, if you're in a situation where things aren't making a whole lot of sense, or if there's any pain or anything going on, like maybe you feel an ending coming, or there's been an ending, or a hesitance to take it to the next step or level. If these are things that are going on with you, that could fit as well. It could very well be, it could, I don't read in reversals, and I didn't want to reverse these because this is going to have to apply to a lot of people in a lot of situations, because you and your person are two unique individuals, and this is a collective reading. So I'm trying to tune into energies that will come. At any rate, I think this would be a very sweet emotional connection where you've been possibly kind of poetic with each other, sharing creative information, like sharing art, music, poetry, books you like, anything creative that you have in common. You may be turning each other on to things. Maybe you have similar taste, or maybe one of you is opening the other up to something newer. And with the world, I definitely feel like it's significant. This connection feels significant to you and likely to them, but we'll get into that. Let's go ahead and look at these. Whoa, hello. Look at these oracles. All right, let me put these over here. I don't know why I'm standing up. Okay, here we have from the Wilderness Collide deck, Divine Connection. The Cosmic Laws, I believe it's called, is the Strength card. Okay. How can I do this? Sorry. All right. And the Archetypes. We've got the Animal. Okay. All right. So, Divine Connection. So I would say that these are indicating the lesson for you. Every experience, every relationship is an opportunity for each of us to grow a little bit or a lot. And in this case, I think a lot is the answer. Sometimes that is through some kind of suffering in a way, unfortunately, but that's not popping up here immediately. But it does feel heavy. You got the World. This is deep. This is primal. I think the feelings that come up for you in this connection are a gateway to finding your own deeper truths. You know, that you can love someone immensely, but no matter what happens with that person, like we see our reflection in other people, but regardless of those other people, you know, I hate to be like this, but each one of us is born alone and dies alone. And basically, at the end of the day, you have yourself. And we can use other people as mirrors to look at our own selves and to analyze how we think and feel and measure ourselves. But the truth is, everything you really, really need to know is deep inside yourself. Any amount of love that you have to give to anyone else is already in you. And there's even so much more behind that, underneath and deeper, and it's all, first and foremost, I hate to say that, you know, you have to love yourself, it's for yourself, you know, there's so many ways that can be taken, but I think the important thing is when you feel the love that you have inside and you know you're capable of giving it, and chances are you do know that, because you want to love and you have it to give to other people. People have inspired you to feel it. But when you just let it be inside of you, there's a calm and peacefulness that can come because you're connected to your own divinity. And whether that's, you know, some people would say divine masculine, divine feminine, like regardless of that, your own higher self, your own higher power, your intuition, your essence, your core, everything that you are, and your purpose in this life is all inside of you. And it's just a labyrinth in a way to get to the center. And it is often through love that we take that journey. And if it is inspiring to love someone enough to see how much love you have inside of yourself, then it's a worthwhile relationship regardless of what happens. And we haven't gotten into feelings. I just want to say that. And the strength card, I just think it's important. This says to use your inherent strength to intentionally build the life you want and to recognize your own purpose, to know what you need to let go of that doesn't serve you, to have the courage to go for what you feel in your heart will fulfill you. And unfortunately, we often do think that is in another person. There are a lot of elements of fulfillment to be found in love relationships and friendships and familial relationships. But the truth is, like I said, the end of it all, you're with yourself, and you have the strength inside of yourself to find all the answers you need about how much power you have, which is it's mortal but otherwise unlimited, you know, like we're here, but anything anyone can do, you are capable of doing your own version of it. I'll say that, you know. The animal, I think this animal card is just about connecting with your instincts, connecting with your primal power, your spiritual self. You know, some people would argue that animals aren't spiritual. I tend to believe they're closer to quote unquote God, spirit, oneness than our species in so many ways, because they're just completely uninhibited. You know, they don't have, most animals do not have like societal conditioning and to the degree that they overthink and worry about the things we worry about. They worry about survival, but they do have bonds, they have important relationships, and they do things that, for sheer enjoyment, whether it's, you know, watching some sort of feline, large or small, soak up the sun, or something in the water frolicking like dolphins or otters. You know, that clearly animals enjoy being alive, but also clearly animals know how to survive. And there's so many lessons to be learned from the animal kingdom, and we're not completely separate from it, but too often we lose our place in that because we're complex and sophisticated and also contain so many just issues, really, that come from being highly evolved, I guess. You know, it's rough stuff. Sometimes I think it would be so much easier to be, you know, just here for survival and not worrying about much else. But anyway, this feels really rambly. I'm very sorry. I think the purpose of this connection is to help to bring you closer to your own divinity, to help you realize your strength, to help give you practice in utilizing that strength, and to connect you to your animal essence and your sheer just power in being alive. I don't, you know, I think the connection is likely one that you'll always cherish regardless of what happens. This is a big one, I think. Doesn't necessarily have to be long, but sometimes, you know, some people just really help awaken so much knowledge that you have inside yourself. It's almost like they help you remember who you are. So, okay. Wow. Sorry. Lots of, I want to say abstract and tangible ideas here. It's been a little trying for me to put some of this, wrap it all up with a bow. But I'm seeing an important relationship for the most part, for connecting you to yourself and helping you realize your strength and power. Okay. And I also don't mean to talk too quietly. I just I have a sleeping child in the next room, to be totally honest. All right, I'm gonna put these up here. Let's see what's going on. And this is the Wayhome Tarot. The box looks like this. I love this deck. I love it. The imagery on it is just remarkable. I've said it before, but if you've never seen, I don't use reversals. My guides don't like it. And I've said before, I think it may be because for several years I was exclusively using a playing card deck, which many of the cards, you can't even tell if they're reversed. So, whatever. I've also said there are no rules. Messages are messages. We all have our tools and our mediums, you know. Okay. How is the person on group 1's mind, the golden quartz, how is that person feeling about them? How is the person on, oh, hello. How is the person on group 1's mind feeling? All right. Oh, wow, strength came up again. Just saying. 2 of Wands. Oh my goodness, Tower, sorry. Is that the worst? When someone does that? What I just did? 10 of Wands. Oh my. Okay. Let me just get started here. We've got the strength card, which shows up again from the, you know, from the beginning. There was a strength card, which I was saying was about, you know, your, something you can take away from this whole experience with this person is accessing your strength. Okay. With strength coming up here in their feelings, I'm inclined to say there is a strength of love, something, you know, this has a pelvic bone and the roses, and like the snake being one of my very favorites is transformative, and that's not typically something that we hear about with strength, but when I see snakes, I think of transformation and infinity, and just basically I just think this is about fortitude to be to be what you're meant to be. There's a book, oh, I don't want to go off rambling, but there's a book and there's a quote, and I made a sculpture from it, and it said magic is letting things be what they're meant to be, or something like that. I believe that's an overall feeling here with this person may be good at letting things be what they're meant to be. This person may be have come on strong, confident, tell you exactly what's on their mind or not. I mean, here you are wondering what's on their mind because maybe you just question whether or not they're being honest. I mean, speaking with confidence doesn't always mean integrity, right? But like, we'll move into the next. We'll see. 2 of Wands, you know, often about a decision, about knowing what to do and knowing, but more so I feel like it does have to do with like getting what you want and making something happen that you want. So here I'm seeing with the strength card, your person is kind of a go-getter. They kind of know what they want. They have no problem making it happen. Maybe they started off making it happen and coming on strong. And then this Tower, which I'm sorry for the reaction. A lot of people have it. I'm not the only one, you know. Tower being Mars it's like often comes off as this destructive sort of force and this sort of raw, you know. And it can mean like destruction and change and just like this radical truth being exposed. A Tower moment we talk about, you know, having a Tower moment. And the imagery in this card, let me stand up. The imagery in this card, there it is. Wiggly thing. Okay. This lightning's coming down, all this electricity, you know, hitting the structure, causing these flames all around. It's just a real shake-up of the perspective. I don't know what happened. It sounds like something happened. It seems like something happened. So maybe they started out strong. They seem really confident. They seem to know what they want, possibly. And then something happened. And my sense is telling me this is the thing that has you wondering what's going on. And then over here with the 10 of Wands, you know, typically this card is about being burdened and being under all this weight and responsibility. And like, I mean, so maybe I find it interesting that there's this burned out hole, these burned up matches, especially here after this fire. So I can't possibly say what one event happened because this is for a lot of different people, but sounds like something happened and this person on your mind ended up basically having to deal with it. I'd like to know what it could be. I'm getting family stuff, responsibilities with family, something rather unfortunate happening there. I'm getting something heartbreaking. I'm feeling this upheaval, this shift in perspective doesn't have to do with you. Something hurt them. I don't know what, but something hurt them. And I'd like to go into another row of tarot. And this was just sort of like how they're feeling about you. And unfortunately, I feel like something has distracted them from this great start that they may have had with you. Okay. How should we ask this? Does the person what does the person want deep down with the group 1, folks? What does the person on your mind want with you? Want to happen between you, ultimately? Despite whatever's going on, what do they want to happen? All right, King of Pentacles. That's they want. Okay, here in this card, this has a mountain inside this person, and they're kind of relaxed there at the top of the mountain. I think what this person wants is everything, you know, like they want to do it. It doesn't have to be necessarily a masculine person or a male person or whatever, but it's the king is the on the top of his game in the father, the king, sorry, father, the King of Pentacles, father in here. But King of Pentacles, they want comfort and they want power and they want to have things and they want to have stuff. And I wonder if this Tower experience has to do with hit to that, you know, a hit to that plan. It's possible. It's possible that this person has lost a job or had a financial hit, something that's affecting their big plan, their comfort level. So if that's what they want deep down, what do they intend to do with you? I don't know. What do they intend to do? Oh, man. Okay, so the Emperor, to me, is like actually super akin to the King of Pentacles. Emperor is that kind of, you know, father energy, that leader, the force, the king, the ultimate king, driven and brilliant and energetic, and I love the Emperor card, actually. This one has a tree growing out of her brain, which is fantastic. But I just think ultimately they want to have a really solid foundation and comfortable lifestyle. And this was asked in relation to you, so I think they want that with you. And the Emperor would echo that, you know, this is a real counterpart energy, especially with, gosh, did I take them away? We had our, you know, you have your divine connection, which I see in so many ways as being an Empress. And strength, there's strength. King of Pentacles, Emperor, strength. Sounds good, makes sense. Okay, so what's up with this Tower moment? How has this incident, moment, situation, this sudden shift affected your relationship, your communication? What has happened in the way they are with you since this Tower situation? Oh, okay. Eight of Swords. They may be feeling confused and stuck, and they may be exhausted, disorganized. They're feeling the fear of failure, the inadequacy related to it. I hate that so many people in our society, we feel like we have to have more than enough. I don't know for sure that this person wants to have more than enough, but that's what I feel like this card was indicating. So the Eight of Swords here, I have to stand up to see what's happening here. This is there's actually like a dead bug or a bug on its back inside of all these swords, but there's still light. I think it's a firefly. This is like a self-imposed prison. You know, it's more mental with swords, air energy. It's more mental than it is actual. So my feeling here is that whatever this Tower moment was, whatever this event was that sent them kind of like made you feel maybe that they pulled away a little bit, it's seeming to me like they just have a lot on their mind, and I don't think it's about you, unless it just simply has to do with the fact that they don't feel like they have enough for you. They want to, you know, unfortunately, a lot of people, you know, we want to be kind of equal. Like, a lot of people aren't comfortable having, and I'm not going to assume just because this is an Emperor and a King that every single person that we're talking about is a man, but our society does a number on men if your person is a man, and unfortunately a lot of them feel they can't have less than you, they can't bring in less than you. If you're doing great, they're going to feel like they have to at least
do that much. And, you know, I'm not saying it's about money. Could be, though. But this tower moment took them away from you. I say tower moment because, like I said, I can't say exactly what happened, but something happened. Whatever happened put them in a mental prison. It put them in a place of serious discomfort with where they're finding themselves, and they're kind of confused. And a lot of times you'll see the Eight of Swords person wants to be rescued. Like this firefly's in there with his little tail light going. Come get me, guys. I'm over here. Like, I think he wants the little bug, like, wants someone to notice that he's in here and to come and get him. And I don't want to say self-pity, but it's a tough one, you know. I think there's pride involved with this person. They're feeling burdened, but because I sense that you would be helpful. Like I said, you have this love to give, and this relationship is showing you the kind of love you have to give. And I think it's in you. The strength is in you, just like there was a strength in them, and maybe that was something you had in common at the start. Let me just look a little further. What does this person need from you? What does this person need from you? Oh, man. Okay, sorry. How do I not feel when I put cards down? I don't know. That's just how it works. 10 of Cups, the happy ending, the wish, you know, come true, the best relationship you've ever had, the spiritual connection, being content and satisfied. So this person just wants your love, just wants your compassion, just wants your understanding. They don't want to feel patronized or belittled. Be careful, you know, be careful what you say about the situation and what you know. Just know that they've got some heavy burden on their mind. Something happened that's outside of you. They may want to be rescued. They may want to feel your love and support and that connection between you. They don't want you to go away. I don't know if you're threatening to go away. Do they think that you have you said you could get someone else? Is there someone else trying, like, you know, sniffing around? Like, I think they want you in the, you know, in the end here. This is the connection, the power couple. They want it. You're there, and they see that. I think they know that. That's why they came in this strong. You are a powerhouse too. They are a powerhouse. It just looks very clear to me that this person is kind of a badass, and so are you. And whatever they're going through, whatever happened, wasn't you. I don't think it was you. Could have been related to you. Like I said, they could have been worried about someone else, but they don't seem like the jealous type. Just seems like some outside stuff. And so I think the best thing you can do is give love and support. And you assess your situation, and you know to what degree they can handle that, you know, if they are prideful, which is possible here, especially if it's financial with the father. I'm just reading it, the King of Pentacles. Just be mindful of potential pride in the way. I think the best way you can be supportive is probably to go back to here, go back to this. Because I think if you want it and you want to ride this out and just like be chill and let this stuff kind of work itself out, and you just kind of be here and you kind of let them know you're here and you care. Like if you want that, the best thing you could probably do, aside from just being like straight up like, I got you, tell me what you need, and don't put a heavier burden on them with your own needs. Just be like, you be the strong one. You be the strong one. And you focus on the divinity inside of you and the power that you have, and connecting to your own vital essence, your own, like, you know, rejuvenate your own, fill your own cup, rejuvenate from your own well of love, and just be amazing and giving. And back to these original tarot cards, the World and the Page of Cups, I do see that it's important. This came out strong. 10 of Cups, not too far from the World in my mind, especially with these fish and this page here, also very close. I would say there's a good outlook for you if this is a relationship that you want. It just might take some healing time. You have the power to be healing by being your amazing self. It's that simple. It really is. I don't know how long this is. Oh, wow. Okay. Talking. Let me just get to some oracles because this is getting really long. And I ramble a lot. I'm sorry. So this is Flowers from the Dead. It's an interesting deck, and it has animals, it has words, and it has numbers, and it doesn't have a guidebook. It's more intuitive. I'm going to ask this particular deck, what does Spirit need you to know? What do you need to know? What do you need to know about what do you need to know about how this person is toward you right now? What do you need to know about how this person is right now? Enlightenment and faith is the walrus. Have faith. That goes back to over here. Turn to your own higher source. Turn to your own intuition when you're figuring out how to help with these things over here. I'm an animal nerd, and I saw something really disturbing about walruses, and I don't want to bring it up, but I do just want to tell you the message I get from this is sometimes there's only so much you can do. Just be strong. Be strong, be there, have faith, be an enlightened, divine creature, a light source. Be the light source. Just be your best self, and that's the best thing you can do to inspire this person to find their way back out of their little self. I don't mean to say little. It's just a little bug out of their self-imposed sort of mental anguish over the burden that they're carrying. It may be heavy. It may be really heavy, and you may know what it is, but it may not be quite as like dramatic as they're making it, or maybe they're more worried about some of these side effects than they need to be. And then I have this wonderful nature nurture little sweet little oracles. Let me give it a shuffle. And for this deck, I just want to ask, how does this person feel about your connection? How is their higher how is their spirit and their higher self feeling? How are they feeling about this connection? Oh, spider, creativity. You know, the spiders are always working on building, and I think this King of Pentacles, this Two of Wands here, this is somebody who wants to make things. They want to make things happen. They want to create. They want to build. They want to they want to be seen. They want to be known. This person is probably a creative person. With the even with the Page of Cups, I'm seeing that like this person is probably maybe they're having a hard time with, it's hard for artists, I'll just say that, to make the basics in a way. I would say this is you know, in Charlotte's Web, Charlotte being the spider who was writing messages in her web to save Wilbur. What would this person do for you? What will you do for them? If they're looking at your love and your connection with them as a source of inspiration and strength, your enlightenment, your belief in them, your support, if you are helping to keep them inspired, that truly is a beautiful gift, and it's not going unnoticed. And I think you should feel important to this person and their development and their getting out of darker places if they're in them. That said, you don't have to put up with someone who needs to figure some shit out, and if they're like in any way taking advantage of you, or I don't see this person as wanting to take advantage of you like in a financial way, but beware of emotional, especially with this Eight of Swords. I'm seeing like a tendency of a sensitive person may be inclined to be a little dramatic sometimes, and creative people can be very dramatic and needy. I mean, I'm one, so I get it, but like just be sure that whatever you're giving, don't overgive, like give in moderation, give from your great well of all this love you have, be strong, but first and foremost, take care of yourself. That's just coming from me. And then just for fun, I'm going to break out my psychic radio cards that I made about your person's feelings. Like, what is on the psychic radio for your person? They're driving down the road. They're in the store. What are they hearing? What lyrics are they hearing that are hitting them right in the feels when it comes to you? Let's see. Oh, man. Me with the reactions. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm just doing one because it's perfect, and it's love of my life. You are my friend. You know, that's Erica Badu in Common. On you I can depend. Beautiful. This person values your friendship. They feel above all you are their friend. I think you guys hit it off in the beginning because you have a lot in common. You see them, they see you. It's beautiful. They got stuff. We all get stuff. They have good intentions. They're gonna get out of their stuff. You're inspiring. You're a dream, and you need to realize it. And like, the more you work on you, the stronger you are as you. You know, I don't think this person is gonna be intimidated away. That can happen. That not I mean, it happens when someone is so like together that someone who's not feeling 100% could be kind of scared away, but I don't think that's the case here. I think this person wants to be the powerhouse couple, the dynamic duo with you. I think they want your love and they see all the worth in it, and I think you're super important to them. Okay, so I hope this helped, and I hope it resonates, and I'd love to hear if it did, how anything you have to say at all. This is a brand new channel. My readings, I'm doing the best I can to talk to a camera. It's really weird, to be honest. I'm not used to it, and I'm trying to get better at it. At any rate, love to you and to your person who is a little tender, I believe, right now. Okay. All right. Yeah. See you next time. Thanks. Hello. Welcome to the second group reading. The one with this candy, rock candy in my mind. I wish the camera could do justice to how delicious these stones are. Okay. Let's get to it. The last one went longer than I expected, and that could happen here. And I'm doing sitting up and standing, and oh man. All right, to get us started, I'm gonna look at the two tarot cards and start talking about maybe what's going on in your connection. Okay, we have this is the Oriens Animal Tarot. We have a cicada on the Judgment card. This is so beautiful. I believe it's a, let's see, cicada holding its own little shell, exoskeleton or whatever that it came out of, and offering it up. Cicadas about transformation in many ways. They go through so much for their purpose. So much. I'm a total animal freak. In fact, I actually have a cicada right here. That was not planned. I swear. I bought it in Chinatown and I've had it for 20 years. I love cicadas. So, this is the Two of Wands. A couple of blue jays on there. All right. So, let's see. To get things started, I would say this what might be going on in this connection, just kind of off the bat. Maybe you're hearing the call to rise up to something. Maybe you are facing an ending, or potential ending, or something has ended and you don't know how to move on, or maybe things are not going well. You're not sure what to do. You don't know if you should stay or go. Feels like a decision with the Judgment, a change, but it's a good major arcana card as far as I'm concerned. There's a lot of understanding and wisdom in this card. you want to, rise up, step up to any kind of challenge, and embrace rebirth fearlessly. Some change can be scary. Transformations, change can be exhausting. They can leave you, the unknown or the fear of the unknown is probably the reason most people show up at tarot card readings. We want to know what's going on, what's going to happen. So it's a major driving force, and it looks like your situation may involve you having to take a good look at what's really going on and be as fearless as possible, and understand it's a part of a process. Regardless of what we find out about how they're feeling about you and what's happening. And again, this is collective. There's so many situations at play that could be showing up here, that it's not any one thing. The Two of Wands would be planning and discovery and like creating something new. There's that spark, the wands, the fire. Generally, it's, knowing what you want, just a nice, a drive, a bit of a drive. It can be reconnecting with your purpose. So I feel these are complementary in that respect. We've got fire, we've got, with judgment, Pluto, like, big stuff. This is big stuff. Two of Wands is a. I like all the wands for the most part, but two is nice. As speaking to this relationship, I would say potential. There has been, or there is potential that one or both of you feel. We'll have to look a little deeper to see kind of what all might be going on. All right, let me look here. This is the Wilderness Collide deck. Absolutely rad. We got Crossing Fate, and the Cosmic Laws Experience. I hope those are coming into focus. I'm sitting down again. It's late here. All right. And from the Archetypes Oracle, the Hunter. What a beautiful card. Wow. Okay. Is everything in? Yes. Sweet. It's the little things. All right. Crossing Fate. This is one of my favorite cards in this deck too. It could be about being at a crossroads and not being sure what you're doing. You're being asked to look deep inside yourself, look within, because what you need to know is in you. And I've learned this the hard way a few times, and it's true. The way your life unfolds is weirdly just how it's meant to unfold, and that includes your free will. And we want to get out of here without a lot of regrets. So one way to do that is to just understand that any choice you make is not wrong, and that anything that's meant to be yours or to be a part of your life will find you. Fate will find you. And it's just trust. You just really have to trust yourself more than anyone. And that can be difficult when you, no matter where you are on your journey and in your life, we all question. And you can feel something wholeheartedly and still have doubts. You can intuit something. I do this all the time. I'll feel it and I'll know it, because I have very, very strong intuition, or I wouldn't be here right now. I'm too old to play games, but like, it is so easy to doubt yourself because of the mind, the you know, that air, that swords energy. Oh man, tricky. Like, it's fear. It's fear and fear of loss, fear of discomfort, fear of the unknown. Anyway, this card is the experience from the cosmic laws. We are here to experience life. We are here to go through it, the good and the bad. And we have to accept that it's a roller coaster. There's ups and downs. There are all, and a part of life is endings and beginnings. The trick that this card tells us is that you have to be flexible and open to the experience, to your unique experience. No one will walk in your shoes through your life, not even a day, really. Like, we're all so different, and our experiences are so relative. Sorry, I just got nervous that my camera was doing something weird. I feel so far these are echoing these. Crossroads, Two of Wands, not too far off from each other. The experience and being here and being trusting. You have to trust yourself here. You have to trust yourself here. Choices to make. This one could be about choices as well. The Hunter is the seeker, and it's about focused energy and respect and reverence, I would say. And I think it's important to, this card's so gorgeous, honestly. Come out of, just to take the image literally, like, come out of your own shadows toward the light. And you could go anywhere. This could go anywhere. But, you really have to hone in. And that's what the Hunter does with prey or whatever, the predator. You have to really get that focus and get that vision, narrow it down, making a choice, to a decision. All of this is tying together really beautifully. So the first part of this with these original oracle cards and tarot for you is just kind of like for me to talk a little bit about what may be the essence of your connection and what you may be taking away from it, regardless of what happens. Because we haven't even asked yet this tarot what how they're feeling about you, which is the goal. And I'm sorry you have to listen to so much, or you don't really, do you? Yeah. So I think regardless of what happens, what's happening, what happens, this experience, the feelings that this relationship is bringing up for you, the experience of the connection being realized in your life and your timeline, is about, it looks like this one is giving you choices, and hopefully you are choosing to embrace the craziness of life. Like, I don't know, with the Two of Wands and this experience card here and this choice here, this person may be putting you in a position of not knowing what's going on or with them, which may in turn make you feel like you don't know what is going on with you. But that's the most important part. You hone in on what you want. And I don't mean like you want this other person and you're going to get them. I mean, manifest what you need to manifest, but I mean on the bigger scale, I think this is an opportunity for you to just sort of appreciate the good and bad that come. You know, I don't know. It's a hard thing to say, but if you're feeling down and out in any way, if this situation is bringing up stuff that's uncomfortable, stuff that sucks, like I'm just saying, like I've been hurt a lot, you know, I think it's important to know life is not just, you know, happily ever after stuff, you know, like the most significant relationships in our lives are generally going to be a little trying. Like why should anything really amazing and good just be given to you for free and easy? You know, like who's that? I don't know who's that lucky. Maybe I've known a couple people who are that lucky, but most people are not. And I'm not saying, I don't know how I feel about the whole, like, you gotta work for this and work for that. And like, I don't mean like relationship basics. I'm talking about bigger philosophical ideas, you know, like, and bigger meaning and purpose and stuff that is taking you up in your ascension. No matter who's coming with you, you're not hitching your wagon to anybody's star or vice versa. This is about you growing at the end of everything. So hopefully through your experience, you are, sorry, I get lost in this particular deck's images sometimes, and other ideas come. Yeah, sorry. I'm just getting that we're all different. We're all different, and our experiences are different. And the way you feel is never going to be exactly the same for another person. And you know, the way you feel about one person is never going to be exactly the same as the way you feel about another person. Your relationship, your connection with one person will never be exactly the same. No one's going to love you exactly the same. We're all so unique. And as much as you can focus on one person being the one, the most this, the most that, the best, the dream for you, may or may not be, whatever. I'm just saying you're unique and beautiful in your own right. Like, harness your power and just look at your own life as just a series of growing events. And I guess I'm just brought back to this here with this cicada, like just kind of just getting there and just being like, this is what it's about, you know, this is purpose and ascension and a life well lived and a growing, evolving experience for you. Okay.
What are we? Wow. I talk way too much. Okay. I'm gonna get into tarot because there's still some oracles there. Gorgeous. All right. Let's see. I just want to be able to remember what's over here, but we'll see how that goes. This is the Wayhome Tarot deck. That's what the box looks like. Wayhome Tarot. I love it. I already said that in the first reading, but I feel like I should repeat things. I did shuffle these really well in between. I'm using this deck for all the readings. I like to use the same deck
Because I just tend to connect with a deck for the session, and I'm still sitting here doing the same thing, and I'm just talking through these cards. And also, when I've noticed when I'm choosing a reading based on the deck, I'm gonna be biased because I'm familiar with so many of them, and I don't like to bring kind of preconceived ideas. And so I could do reading number 2 with a different tarot deck than the one I did for reading number 1, or will do for 3, and it's going to be, I mean, the archetypes are the archetypes, but it's going to be a little different because I have different relationships with the imagery in the creation of them. That's just how it is. And anyway, I like this deck a lot. I find the images to be so symbolic and psychologically sort of like intuitive, and I don't know if that's making any sense. I like it. It's a good one. I recommend it. I would say it's just one of my favorites. Okay, so I'm gonna get some tarot about how is the person on your mind feeling about you currently. How are they feeling about you? What? Sorry. I cannot control these reactions, apparently. I just am just saying. I love the synchronicity I find in my own. Oh my goodness. Do you see? Judgment, Judgment, 2 different decks, and they both have a cicada on them. I could break out all my decks and find the Judgment card, and I'm not sure that any more have that. That's amazing. Sorry. Wow. Whatever is going on in this relationship or connection is going on. Like, I'm just sure of it right now, because that, watching that happen, 2 cicada Judgment cards sit beside each other like that, what you're supposed to get from this connection, how this person is feeling about you. This guy's got a little shell, this guy's got a little shell. They're both going up. What is happening? Beautiful. Sorry. Off the bat, I'm saying you and this person are both being moved spiritually. All right. Another one. How is this person feeling about you? How is this person currently feeling about you? What's going on? The Son of Wands in this deck is the Knight. I love it. Can you see? Can you see that, like, smoky volcano and this magic wand he's got levitating? So beautiful. I'm telling you. Okay, how is this person feeling about you? How is this person currently feeling about you? What's going on? The Sun. I love the Sun cards. And one more. What's going on with this person? What are they feeling about you? Wheel of Fortune. What did I do in the last reading that they fit better? Sorry. I like to work with a tiny space, but this is ridiculous. Okay. Are we all in there? Goodness. First of all, 3 majors. 3 good majors. And the lovely Knight of Wands. Like it. Like it. I am not sensing heavy drama. I'm not sensing heartache. if you're in a devastated place, I'm not sure this is the reading for you, and I hate to tell you after all that, but there's a lot of magic in this connection. And I mean magic in the manifestation and the making things happen way. The Two of Wands, the Knight of Wands. You guys are doers. The hunter, you're like, you know, zooming in on what you want. But you're the one with the decision here. I don't know what's going on. What's going on with you? Do you have questions about whether or not you want to be with this person? Because look here, you got another judgment card. This person feeling for you that they're coming up on the change that they're wanting to happen. They're stepping up. They hear the call. They are gaining understanding. Having possibly made a decision. And then the Knight, this lovely Knight of Wands is, you know, the Knights, they're all cool, you know, but this Knight is super duper charming, super passionate, super yeah, like charisma, right? Like, I think this person doesn't have to be a male. This person is having Knight of Wands feelings for you is essentially what this means, and that means they're feeling driven and passionate and determined and like into it, and maybe they feel like they manifested you. This person's powerful in a possibly in a creative way. And here we have the Sun. This person thinks you are just amazing. This person sees you as a positive force in their life, illuminator. Maybe you've taught them things they didn't even think of yet. Maybe this person's a little more like fiery, like action oriented, and you know, the sun is the sun is fire, but like it's light, you know. It's not like light from these candles and these flames. It's like God light, you know. Like this person feels really good energy from you and feels good about you. I hope you're not going to break their heart, but whatever. And then, okay, this person, the Wheel of Fortune, this person believes in destiny. This person might believe that you are their destiny. This person believes in getting lucky, and I am sensing that they feel they got lucky finding you. What's the question? Why do I feel like you aren't sure? What are you not sure about? I don't know who you are, do I? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna... That's honing in a little close on just something is... This person's into you. But what is it you guys are going through? What's happening? What is the transformation that you're both... Are y'all having a baby? What's happening? What's going on with the Judgment card? I want to know, this person's feeling judgment. What is happening with judgment showing up for both of you? I want to know a little bit more about this transformation. Okay, some of you are having a baby. A lot of people like to read the Three of Cups as a third-party situation, but look at that. The little cups are pearls in an oyster shell. I'm just going to tell you right now, I have another interpretation for the Three of Cups that I've been using for quite some time, and I think that that's a child, and in many cases a pregnancy. Doesn't mean it has to be the way, but I think that somebody who will watch this at some point will be having this going on. I think there might be a choice about a pregnancy happening. Because this was the answer I was asking for both of you having this important judgment card where, you know, this is how they're feeling and this is how something you're supposed to get out of it. So and if the pregnancy thing doesn't apply to you, I'm sorry, I'll get into something else, but that struck me immediately because I just said it and then I put that down and I just know. And if it is, please tell me. I would love any affirmation when I get these things. But if it's not pregnancy, it's still a really beautiful cup. And like, I think that I'm not sure how it would relate to like a judgment card though. I'm just gonna say I just feel like if it's not a pregnancy and a literal child putting you through changes, both of you, it's possibly an endeavor. Could be creative, could be business, something that you two are creating together. This is a creative person. You're like fueling so much in this person. Maybe you are creating something and it's maybe even with more people, a collaboration with friends. This is a party. Are you guys getting married? Are you getting married? This could be getting married. This could be an event. This could be a celebration. Could be a wedding type of situation. You both made a decision. Maybe you're having second thoughts. Maybe you're worried they're having second thoughts with this decision here. Let's go further. Those might be some things going on. That's some stuff coming up. All right. This person is driven. This person is passionate. This person digs you. What do they want to happen next? What do they want to happen next? Ooh, the moon. Okay. Moon, I am almost always just immediately the first thing I think of is confusion. But with this card, it's less about confusion to me and more about the shadow self and the illuminated self and what you see in the light when you're all in your shadow but the light is that bright and like what is shining there. There is to me a huge element of I'm sorry, my brain just went away. Of instincts and trust, and you know, it can be this can be about changes, big time. The moon changes every single night. From where we're standing, the moon appears differently. It's all shadows. But how much of the moon is showing as light is based on, you know, the sun. So, what this person wants to happen next, having just said that, them feeling like you're the sun, here they are looking for illumination from you. You got this black wolf down in the reflection and this white wolf up here howling at the moon. And I think we've got two sides. And I think maybe they're concerned about whether or not you're, you know, where you stand with them. It seems more like it's this way around. Like a lot of times these readings you think the confused person is here, but I'm not saying you're confused, but this person may be feeling like they don't know if you're 100% in, or maybe you change, maybe you're moody, maybe you're confused. I don't think this person is confused about how they feel about you. I think they want clarity from you. That's so specific, and this was so specific. If this reading is for one person that sees it, I'm sorry to anyone who wasted their time, but that would make me really happy because that feels really specific. Sorry. Let me try to be a little more general. I think this person wants illumination. They want to be clear. They want clarity. They want to know where you stand. I think this person is worried about you changing your mind about them. Oh, let me ask another question. They think you're so great. They think you're the sun. Something's going on with you guys. Big changes. What's, you know, I'm just going to break right into like a little, I let the reading guide the questions. Not everybody's going to get these. And with predictions, who knows? But I am going to ask, what is, this is what they wanted next. Regarding the clarity that they seek from you and how great they feel about you, what's coming up next in this situation? What's coming up next? Oh, the Knight of Cups. I always see this as the, you know, the most romantic gesture, like the one, you know, the one who offers you the thing that you wanted. I mean, sometimes it's a, you know, it can be like a declaration of love, and it can be creative, but it's so romantic to me. And again, it's another night. You got another night. What a sweet, just sexy little relationship going on here. Like, I think it's a big one. It's a significant one. Wildly, possibly the last. I don't know about that, but like, I just think what's coming up next, if you've been doubting how that this person feels any of this, they're gonna let you know. They may need to know a little bit more about where you stand. Maybe they're afraid to tell you that they are in love with you. Maybe they do tell you. Maybe they're going to tell you again. Maybe they're going to propose. I feel like you've got something really just moving coming from this person. Like, I think they're going to like put a lot of effort into winning your heart and making sure you guys are clear on where each other stands. And if you are having any doubts, I think they want to assure you. And if you think they're having any doubts, I don't think they are. Okay. One more question. Coming up next, we got a romantic thing. What's the outlook? What's just the outlook for this connection? I already said maybe you guys are having a baby, and there's clearly like this big thing going on. And I, you know, that's way too specific for a general reading, but I definitely want to hear about it if it's true. But is, whoa, hello. What is the general, what is the outlook? Why is that upside down? I don't shuffle things to come out upside down. That's weird. I mean, I literally, look, I shuffle my cards so that they're all in the same position. And then I get this Five of Swords came out reversed. Maybe that's meant to be. I'm gonna take it that way. I said I don't read reversals, but I have one card in my deck in the whole, look, one card in the whole deck is reversed. I don't know how. And it came out. I'm keeping it. So I'm so tired. The Five of Swords in reverse. Outlook. Well, Five of Swords right side up would have been yikes. Betrayal, you know, like tension and struggle. But with it being reversed, let me look at this card. What is that? What is that with these broken swords? What a strange card to get reversed after all this stuff. It's like a spider with sword legs. Oh, it's a spider and swords that look like legs and everything's broken off. Okay. I'm gonna get a clarifier. Let me get a right side up clarifier. What just happened with this reversed card in my deck that I don't know how that happened. What's going on? Can I get a clarifier for this blocked Five of Swords? So are they coming out of some conflict? I say they, I mean you guys, you and them. I'm talking about you now. Like you're not listening. I think you're coming out of whatever, any conflict that may exist. I don't think that this means there's conflict on the horizon. I think it means coming out of any doubts or any fears. But I want one more. Can we just let me just get a message about this outlook. This outlook being a reverse Five of Swords. Okay. Oh, so with the Hangman, that's that stuck energy, you know? And it's not, a lot of times I think of it as stuck, but you know, sometimes it's a new point of view and appreciation. And I am just inclined, based on everything that has been here, I am inclined, am I in the camera? I'm inclined to believe that this and the outlook and this has to do with if you have been unsure about big stuff going on with you two. It looks like there's some big stuff, some changes. There could be, oh wow. This isn't going to be for everybody. There could be changes like gender, sexual changes. There could be, there's big changes. That's all I know. But if you've been having any questions, because this crossing fate over here made me feel like there were some questions. If you've been having any questions, it sounds to me like it's getting cleared up. And this card, when I said that I was thinking that it was about the end of that confused period. That might be here for either one of you, whether you have questions or they are scared or concerned about whether or not you really want them. This is a new perspective. This is the end of being stuck, as far as I'm concerned. That's how I'm reading this here with these and everything. So if they were the stuck person, if they were the one having, if I was wrong about that and they were the ones having confusion and not sure, maybe you both weren't sure. I mean, it sounds like something huge is going on. Sounds like it's coming to an end and there's going to be a shift in perspective, a shift in the point of view here, a new appreciation for a new way to look at it, letting go of you know, the way you thought it was gonna be and embracing this transformation. This could be, you know, just reflecting back I believe in a positive way and not a conflict way, in a healthy way. So that's where I am with that. And I want to just hurry up and get into these other oracles. Wow, so long. Okay, this is the Flowers from the Dead oracle. Doesn't have a guidebook, has a couple of words and an animal skull and a number on it. It's mostly intuitive. Whoa, hey. Sorry, I don't play that. I'm tired. That's why I'm clumsy. What is happening? It's so late. I talk too much. I want to do shorter readings. I gotta learn how to do that. I gotta learn how to do everything. Okay. I'm gonna ask this deck. What does Spirit want you to know? What does Spirit want you to know about this situation? This connection, this relationship, this situation that's going on between you. What does Spirit want you to know? Dear, gentle, kindness. Okay. I just want to say I think if you've been rough on this person, or if you think you have, they have the best intentions. I'm not sure what happened. It doesn't look like anything largely traumatic, but like something big is going on. It seems like you waver. If you just be gentle with them, and I hope they're being gentle with you. They seem, even though they're like super charismatic and they've got this fire and this water, which is just to me like a really magical romantic combination, I just think be gentle with them. I don't think you want to be too quick. Don't take them for granted, and don't be too quick to toss them. It's your choice, and you know these decisions that you both have to make. You've each had to make. It sounds like it's something that's been made, to be honest. I just feel the situation calls for some empathy, sympathy, compassion. Apply that to your situation. I don't know your situation, and I don't want to keep trying to like pick apart specifics because I'm just going on too long. You get it. So this is the nature nurture, cute nature nurture oracles. Love it. And what I want to ask, what do you need to know? What do you need to know? Well, that's what this question was. Let me go back to the feelings that this person has. Okay. What do you need to know about the way this person feels about you? Ooh. What do you need to know about the way this person feels about you? Harvest. This person feels like they can grow great abundance with you. And I don't mean necessarily like corn or finances. I believe this person feels like you are so special and they are so lucky to have you, and maybe it annoys you how much they like you. I don't know. That's some other stuff. But Harvest. I think you should try to enjoy what you get from whatever seeds you've planted with this person, whatever the extent of your relationship is, even if it's all these heavy things that I've brought up that are so crazy specific I shouldn't have, but it is what it is. And I think the message here I'm getting is that you've got someone here who wants you, is what I'm saying. And they see nothing but good coming from your connection, and they think you're the best. And whatever your question is, I think you can depend on this person. I think this person is going to be, regardless of how it's been, I don't know what's happened, but I think this person is going to be on your side. If you need them, they're going to be there. They're reliable. So I'm breaking out. Oh my Lord, I'm too tired. This psychic radio deck that I made, I like to ask, what's playing on the psychic radio for this person? What are they hearing? And the lyrics are hitting them right in their special you section of their heart and mind. Sorry, I'm thinking of 1,000 ways to introduce this deck every time. Psychic radio, what's playing for this person? What are they feeling here? Wow. Oh, well, you know, that's Doja Cat. I found it hard to find someone like you. This person fully appreciates you. They think you're special. They think you're the one for them. And that's really all there is to it. I think I've already explained that. And I'm so curious about who this is for because it's crazy specific. So if it's you, please find a way to if you don't want to comment out loud, like, I don't know, email me. I want to know. I want to know if you're the one who's being hard on this sweetheart. I'm just kidding. No, I'm sure we all have our reasons, and growth is important, and whatever you're going through, I wish you the best. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Hey, okay. Group 3 with the beautiful quartz. Got some hematite, calcite in it. I just love it. There's no justice in this camera. I'll just say that. I also just want to say I'm super tired, but I want to keep going because I don't have a lot of time in the daytime at all because I can't. So anyway, I'm gonna try to do this, and just bear with me if I'm a little loopy. That doesn't mean I'm not connected. That's some of my best connection time. So if you can bear with me trying to talk, we might get some good stuff. So
the two tarot cards that each group got are chosen to be indicative of kind of what may be going on in your situation. And ultimately, these oracles and these two tarot cards are about what you need to know and what you can take away from the situation. And these are the Magician and the Wheel of Fortune. This is the Oriens Animal Tarot. The Magician with a couple snakes, all the elements present, and then we have the Wheel of Fortune with this beetle. Okay. So from that right away, I am saying that the Wheel of Fortune, being a Jupiter card, is about luck and destiny. And I feel like in this reading, it's going to have a lot to do with a sense of purpose and destiny for you, regardless of this person, and we'll get into how they're feeling with this tarot deck, and regardless of what happens between you or has happened, or won't happen, whatever. Like, regardless, this connection should inspire you to manifest your destiny. This is the Magician, Wheel of Fortune. Magician being, you have power. The relationship itself has a certain power, or at least the feelings that you feel because of it. Whatever's being brought up is empowering you to be able to get what you want and meet your destiny. Sometimes your destiny may come to you in a way that's like a detour, and it may not feel like what you wanted. And I saw this meme, and it's like, what if everything you're going through is to get you what you asked for, or whatever, or what you wanted. I think that's essentially what this is about. You have some real power to realize if you haven't. If you don't, maybe there's more. If you do know you're powerful, maybe there's even more. But part of power is accepting destiny, but this is just sort of a good indicator that the situation you're in, this relationship, the feelings are tied to your manifestation abilities, and those abilities are tied to your destiny. And maybe it's as simple as asking for yourself to get what you deserve. That's a loaded gun too. Like, what do we deserve? Who's to say, right? Even our own ideas of what we ourselves deserve are biased. So let's get into these. This is the Wilderness Collide deck. It's gorgeous. And okay, this is the Lost. I'm gonna stand it. This is the Lost Domain card. You see that? Okay, I'm gonna put that there. And here are the Cosmic Laws Oracle. Humility. Lost Domain, Humility. And Archetypes, very popular. The Mentor. Lovely. Okay. See them all? Yes. I'm going to sit back down. All right. So the Lost Domain card is talks about you being sort of called to explore your own depths and to find your forgotten origins, so to speak. To, something deep inside of you wants to be remembered. It could be healing that your inner child needs, attention that your inner child needs, self-love, healing that you could give to yourself.
It could be ideas, dreams, goals you've had that have sort of been lost along the way. So things that are gone but not forgotten completely, parts of you that have been dark since all of your memory, possibly things from your spiritual goo time, or other lives, or your ancestral memory and knowledge, and again, healing that may need to take place. There are places deep inside of you and way outside of you that you access through deep inside of you that we are calling the lost domain. And it may be time, this relationship, the feelings that emerge from this relationship may be leading you to some self-discovery, some depths. Sometimes those are uncomfortable, by the way, but either way, this connection could be significant in that way. And if you're asking, if you've manifested this person, if you feel bound and destined, fated to be with this person or to have met them, yeah, at least to have had this experience for sure, because hopefully they are inspiring and awakening you to finding parts of yourself that need to be rediscovered and brought to light and brought into your current life. The humility card being very obvious, but obviously in this particular deck, it has to do with recognizing that we all have roles and the way we interact with each other is important, and different cultures view it differently. I remember it said, but we all have light and shadow, and being humble, humility. I mean, I really sort of pair it with gratitude. It has to do with just not letting your ego brain rule everything and take over and guide you away from source. The mentor is this deck calls it the teacher, the sage, the guru. That's all great. Yeah, the mentor, self-explanatory, right? And the 6, by the way, number 6, I know is the leader, because I've always remembered that because I'm a 6 life path, and I don't know if I'm a leader, but yeah, mentor, sure. Anyway, this is about clarity, focus, and more than that, owls. Here we have the owl. Lots of owls in my life. That might not make sense to you. You can't see me, but anyway, owls are messengers, and they can bring messages from both ancestors and from spirit. And honestly, I think that's important right here. You may be able to guide other people. You, more importantly, can guide yourself. You are powerful. This magician and this mentor, you're a manifester. You may be a witch. I don't know. Because this is for a lot of people, and people think that means different things. I don't mean like a mall witch. I just mean like you make things happen. You have a strong sense of how intention works. The warning here being, and it's interesting, it's echoed in the humility card. This particular deck does talk about if you try to lead, guide, teach, whatever, without being humble without humility, your shadow attributes will arise. So just side note, there's something strong here that seems to be, Spirit seems to be telling you, you got to go real deep and like get to your stuff. There's more than you realize. And you seem to be someone who realizes a lot, literally realizes a lot. But this is something that you need to be aware of. Your own humility, your own ego, and your own potential to blow it by getting kind of in your like big-headed about it. Don't listen. None of this that we're doing, that I'm doing, that some of you are doing, that a lot of us are doing, this isn't fashion. And it's going to be infinitely more important to be respected deeply for who and what you represent than any kind of like superficial gratification that you may receive. People like to dole out compliments and you know, maybe it means a lot to some people to have 100 people tell them that their selfie is, you know, hot. But at the end of it all, wouldn't we all rather have one extremely authentic verification of hotness? You know what I mean? Like, if it's really authentic and it really is meaningful, it carries more weight. And your magic and your abilities will carry more weight when you're connected to the truth that is in you, and the truth that is needing to be remembered, it sounds like. I believe this needs to tie back to the relationship, but this seems to be an inspiring situation that you're in, the feelings that come up, and I'm really curious what they're going to be. So let's move into that. I want to
move into the tarot and see what in the world is going on. How is this person feeling about you? Why do I get the feeling you know how they're feeling about you? Maybe. Why am I taking so long to put these cards over here so I can get the tarot out? Probably because I'm, like I said, tired. This is cuckoo. I don't like that. I'm gonna do it like this. I just need hints. I just like to remember what was here. And frankly, I don't trust myself to remember anything anymore. Okay. Wayhome Tarot deck. I gave my accolades previously. Here's what the box looks like. I love this deck, and I feel I should say it in each of the 3 readings, but it has amazing symbology on it. And then the other thing I want to say is I use the same deck, or so far. I mean, I haven't been doing this long, but I intend to keep it this way. I don't know, anything. There are no rules, but I use the same deck for all 3 readings. I have my reasons. I like to open a communication system with my guides and stick with it 3 or 4 hours later, still with it. I got some other reasons, but anyway, tonight, way home it is. And we're looking at how this person is feeling about you. Let's do it. I shuffle really heavily in between sections of filming, but I'll do it here. I don't do reversals. I shuffle in a way that doesn't give reversed cards, keeps everything in order.
that's just because my guides don't like using reversals, I've learned. And my theory is that it's because I used playing cards for so long, and many of those cards are irreversible. They're just the same either way. So I don't know. I have some other ideas, but I'm not going to get into that right now. So you'll see they're all upright. It works. There are enough cards and enough messages that we can get all the messages we need to get. And I do have some oracles for the end of this, but we're looking at how the person is feeling about you. And ultimately, what you need to get out of this relationship is what I like to be able to tell you. All right, how is group 3? How's the person on your mind feeling about you? How's the person on your mind feeling about you? It's not the first time I've seen that tonight. 2 of Wands. Person feeling about you. Queen of Pentacles here, the mother. Sorry. That was gross. Okay. What? And wow, what's up with all this earth? What's up with all these? Got fire starting here. So maybe y'all started hot. Started boom, power. Like 2 of Wands, creating something new. Here we have the sticks rubbing together, making a little fire. Just gives me a sense that this person's feelings for you involve the fact that maybe you guys like hit it off, maybe you moved quickly, and then the mother of Pentacles, which is the Queen, is they feel your nurturing, protective, motherly, like in a way. Maybe you are a mother, that you don't even have to be a female, but you are practical and supportive and yeah, like there for them. That's what I was getting. They're getting that you're there for them. This person also having the Tower. Also not the first time I've seen this card tonight. Not my favorite because I don't know. I think a lot of us have our feelings about certain cards, but I mean, something brought you here, right? So sounds like upheaval, shift in perspective. But with the Knight of Pentacles coming up right after, I'm gonna have to get more information about this Tower. There's certain, especially major arcana cards that I want to see further explained, and the Tower is definitely one of them, because it could be a change in perspective. It could be a disaster. It could be like exposure and just radical truth exposed and change occurring, I'm going to tie them all together here in a sec. But the 9 of Pentacles being like luxury and security and like self-sufficiency and good fortune and lots of vegetables on this card. I am going to try to get clarifiers on the Tower, but it's looking like you started off hot, came in hot, instant sparks, made it happen. You guys probably have met, or if you haven't met, if you've been doing an online thing, it was probably pretty running hot, and you guys, the spark was there, and the intention was there, and the attention was there, the like desire to probably lots of messaging and maybe some sexting and like, I don't know. What is all the specific stuff coming from? Anyway, quick start, fiery start. They see you as supportive. Maybe you're a little more than just a fling. Maybe it was even started to be something not too deep, more physical. But they realized you were kind of all this goodness, kind of this good catch, and kind of worthy of a little bit of an investment, sort of. Tower, something happened. We'll get into it. But I think ultimately they do feel you are indeed a come up. You know what I mean? You're more than they expected here. They're kind of blown away. I need to know what this tower is. We'll get into that. Let me go to that first. What is this tower? Please tell me what this tower is about. What in the world is this tower about? What was there a moment? Was there a realization about something? Oh, I mean, I guess it could be that. What was the shift? What was the shift? What was the shift about? Oh, man. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to react that way. I have shuffled and shuffled and shuffled, and this card had come up before. And so had that, and so had that. So I was kind of like, what? But I know I shuffled many times. Eight of Swords being a sort of self-imposed prison, I like to say, is got this little firefly in here, and it's like a little sword jail, and you want someone to come and get him out. Wow, I think it was the exact same placement in the first reading. What's going on? That's interesting. That's curious. Whatever. Tower moment having to do with this person, and I don't ever mean to like insult. I have no idea what the specifics are, but a lot of times I think of this card as kind of a little bit of a pity party sometimes. Somebody's confused and they lack self-direction right now. They can be tired, they can be depressed. They're just sort of stuck. All right. I'm inclined to think, you know, things got off to a good start. You ended up being like more than they bargained for in a good way. Then they had this breakdown, and I don't want to repeat from like the first reading, but like it looks here like they had a mental sort of issue. And I will say, and this has come up before with other people and other times, but it's been a rough time. We have been in, I mean, life is hard. Existential crises are everywhere, every day, but like, it's been especially difficult. This kind of looks like they were just sort of hit with some low self-esteem issues. I'm gonna go for one more on this specific region of the reading, just to differentiate from the previous that had the exact same placement, which is kind of bugging me out. This event, this tower moment, was it maybe it wasn't a moment. Something changed. There was a shift. And the person seems to be a little stuck. Can we get some more information about that? Oh yeah, confusion. This one came up too, man. It's so weird. The moon card can mean so many things. But here in this context, this person's sort of shadow aspects are coming up. They may have some demons, personal demons. Feelings for you. Let me get back to feelings for you. You guys, looks like you started hot and heavy. We get more about how does this person feel about the way you started. All right, daughter is Page of Wands. They feel like it was fun, it was passionate, there was wands or fire, just like the two. There's drive and passion and sometimes creativity, and I think, I mean, a lot of times this shows up as a person. I think they saw you, and it doesn't mean you're a female, could be, but they saw you as this independent, ambitious, like passionate go-getter, you know, kind of like charismatic, and look, she's got fireworks going off in here. They saw you this way, and it was easy to want to like go there with you wherever you went. And then they realized you were you have some real like endearing qualities and some depth and some earthiness and some groundedness too. You're not all like drama and excitement. You're also you're also the mother type, and I'm not gonna not tell you what just fell out of my hand. I don't choose cards that way, but it's worth mentioning the Empress. They saw you. They saw the Queen of Pentacles. They saw the Empress. Those, I guess you gotta know, but those two cards are, in my mind and in many's, related, similar. You know, this is the Queen of Pentacles is this earthy goddess, and in my mind, and the Empress is just the attraction, the beauty, the what do you call it? Fertility, you know, sensuality, you know, ruled by Venus, beautiful. They were taken with you, and then you've got this, you know, maybe you're male, this person's a male, or you're a male, but whatever. There's this maternal, like nurturing, loving, warm quality. Candle just went out. That one, you know, fell out, so I want to pick another one too. Just a little bit more about like, what did they realize about you? What drew them to you? What are you doing upside down? Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is in reverse, and I don't do reversals. This happened in another reading. There was a card that, look, this deck, this is so bizarre. This deck is completely upright. I don't reverse, and none of these are reversed. This just came out reversed. I don't know how, but anyway, it's a Knight of Swords, and it was in reverse, and I was asking about what drew them to you. And because it came out reversed, and I don't have any reason to have a reversal in this deck, I am inclined to take it for what it is, and I feel like this is about them and how, because I'm gonna read the reversal is like how, you know, something that drew them to you originally was actually how you saw them. Swords energy is air, is mental, and maybe you understood them and you communicated well, and maybe they were really fast. They wanted to move fast. Maybe they wanted to move too fast. Look at this tornado here inside of this person. It can be destructive to move like that. Maybe you were more tempered than them and they love that. And maybe they have some like really high mental energy, if you know what I'm saying. Like, I want to put this back like this, because here we have the shift where everything's going great. They see this way, they're like, yeah. And then there's like, wow. And then they're like, oh, and then they're, you know, I think you're dealing with someone who may have some mental, possibly self-limiting beliefs, shadow attributes that want to come up, confusion. They seem to have, you know, here maybe they have trouble communicating and you understood them. I think they were wildly attracted to you on different levels. I think you guys have the fire and the physicality, the attraction. I think they think you're beautiful and you're soft and nurturing and sweet. And you, I think, understood them on a mental level, and that doesn't mean it's easy for you. It can be difficult. Maybe this person has like ADD a little bit, or depressive issues, or anxiety, all of the above, and they may be interfering. What does this person want from you? What does this person want from you? Four of Pentacles. Being comfort, recognition. I mean, a lot of times the Pentacles have to do with, you know, earthly possessions and money and stuff. A lot of times we think about that. Like, but I see the frog with one foot on a lily pad, you know, 4 different feet on 4 different lily pads, holding it down. Anyone could go in any direction and they'd be all, you know, spread apart and stuff like that. I see them as far as what they want, I would say that this is indicating they want control. They want to control. They want to keep it under control. They're trying to control something. They're trying to control something, the situation. They're trying to control themselves. Control can often have, control and anxiety are not far apart from each other. A lot of anxious traits, symptoms come up as control. Maybe they have OCD. I'm seeing mental stuff here. Knight of Swords, 8 of Swords, Tower, Moon. Okay. I feel like I need to give you a little bit more than maybe the others got. There's already some extra stuff going on here with the cards, but I'm a little worried about this person and their energy on you. Spirit, how's it looking for this connection? What is, you know, I'm going back to here where you're supposed to look deep within. Maybe this person is triggering for you parts of yourself that need to be healed. Maybe you're triggering each other. Maybe this person is making you feel, I don't want this to come out wrong, but maybe you wonder if you're better than them. Maybe they wonder if you think you're better than them. Maybe you come off. Maybe, you know, at first it was like, this person's hot, this person's cool, this person's smart, this person can communicate, this person's beautiful and sweet. And then they got to know you better, maybe, whether it was in real life or even just through messaging. And maybe they started to wonder like what your deal is. Maybe you have your attention spread around. Maybe you act, you know, with the humility here and the mentor, like, have you ever like been patronizing to them, especially if they're sensitive? They seem kind of sensitive. You know, if you're a manifestor, and I hope this is coming out okay. If you're powerful, and we've already established that you probably are, and maybe you're in touch, in line with your destiny, and you have your own things to heal deep inside, but just maybe this situation has, I'll just say, look, I relate to you. I relate to them. I do. And I've honestly dated people who I was like, is this person crazy? Like, is this person's energy draining me? Is this person, like, can I help this person? Can I heal this person? Can I fix this person? Can I change this person? If you're having all of that, take a step back and assess, like, is my advice. Because this person, they might even be clingy, but they don't want, nobody wants to be with someone that they ultimately don't feel secure around. This person might have insecurities, I think. And I'm not sure that you, from what I'm seeing here, are a good match with someone who's not very secure. And I mean that in that I could see you with being with someone who's just more like you, and you seem to be, not that you don't have insecurities, but you seem to be more together than this person. Okay. Uh-oh. I hear my child. Hopefully I can not have to stop. Okay. I'm gonna go to the oracles.
What's the time like?
Let me get one more. Can you get a message about what this person is bringing to the situation right now, energetically? All right. So, Ace of Pentacles isn't what I expected. They might have an offer for you. It might be enticing. I think they want more. Excuse me. I gotta put my son back in bed, and I'll be back to do your oracles. Okay, sorry about that. Hopefully
hopefully he'll stay there.
Okay, yeah, so as I was saying, I did not expect to get, what was the question? I didn't expect the Ace of Pentacles for what they're bringing energetically. I'm going to say I think this is potential. It's potential. For growth, for abundance, for something solid, something secure, something lasting. And I think you might see that in them. And it's possible that they aren't sure if they're ready because they've got all this going on, but they want to be, and I think they want you, but they want to control something. I think they want to control this. I just can't help but feel they're struggling, but I think they're bringing potential, and it's really ultimately your call on whether or not that is something you can ride through, you know? Maybe there's a lot of patience and humility for you to gain in this experience. Maybe if you think back and go back and heal, do some self-healing for yourself, or maybe you'll leave this feeling like inspired to do that. Either way, I think it puts you in a better position to be the mentor, to be a healer of sorts, to be this magician, to find your destiny. With or without, that's the whole point of this section of questions. I'm gonna get some oracles. I got a few oracles because we wanted to ask how they're feeling, but like I said in the beginning, I think you know how they feel. And it showed up here as, I just think this person has been very obvious about how they feel about you. Maybe you have trouble being sure because they seem a little all over the place, but I think they definitely want to control their stuff and be all this for you, but you know, and they think you're all that, but it's easier said than done, right? All right, this is the Flowers from the Dead deck, and it has animals and has numbers and a couple of words on every card. It's mostly intuitive. There's no guidebook. So let me see. What I want to ask is for a message from Spirit. How about a message from Spirit about what this connection is about? I mean, because we looked here at what you can get from it and what they're feeling, but what's it really about? Spirit, what is this connection between these two people about? Okay, got a coyote, which is, the words here are cunning and resourceful. I don't think it's cunning in a bad way. I'm putting this trickster animal with the magician. I think the mentor is resourceful and the magician is resourceful. I think this connection is about doing with what you have to work with, the resourcefulness. Here we have this potential. I would not judge you if you wanted to see what you can do with this potential. I keep thinking about this song by Bat for Lashes, and she said never fall in love with potential. And, you know, all the warnings against that. And I've done it. I know it's bad news sometimes, but sometimes somebody just, gosh, I don't know. I don't want to steer you in some direction, but like sometimes people just need a little understanding. And I think you are understanding of them. I just feel like you may be wildly in different places. And I don't mean in life, I just mean mentally. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it can be challenging to be with someone who's, I'm sensing a little hyper or ADD or depressed or anxious and controlling. I hope I'm talking loud enough. Sorry. This is the Nature Nurture deck. I want to ask, we'll go back to the feelings, okay? What does this person just really deep down feel for you? What is its deep, deep feelings about, what are their deep, deep feelings about your connection? What do they ultimately like? How do they ultimately regard this in their lives? All right. Mountain, strength. Yeah. I think they see you as, for better or worse, the mentor, the magician, the, you know, the power and the grace. Like, I think they see you as strong. They see you as someone they want to be with, want to be like. They see you as someone who, I hate to say, that could help them in the areas where they need it, but I can't help but feel that way. And I think they see you as a source of force and power, and like I think they just want a piece of it in a way, you know what I mean? Like they want to, like, the power by association. They want it to rub off on them. They want you got this wheel of fortune here, this destiny and good luck, and I think they see you as someone who's manifested that, and they want some. I don't think they're opportunistic. I'm just a little unsure what they have besides potential that they're offering you. But attraction, I think, they just seem to have a bag of issues. And it can be very flattering to have someone so into you. I think they're into you. And I feel like you know that. Anyway, all right. Since this was about their feelings, I will add my psychic radio deck to this, just like I did for the others. And this is the one with the lyrics that really strike a chord in your person. When they hear it, they're hearing this and they're like, yep, I had that happen. I have that happen all the time. Psychic radio, man. the song that comes on always knows somehow, especially when you go to like stations that aren't playing the same songs over and over, and they have like several decades worth of music going on. I don't like to do that. Okay, let me focus here. All right, what's on the psychic radio for this person? For their feelings, what are they feeling? Oh man. Okay, that's the one. You just keep on pushing my love over the borderline. I hate to say what I want to say. First of all, that's Madonna, borderline, but something in the way you love me won't let me be. I don't want to be your prisoner, so baby, won't you stop playing with my heart? Are you playing with this person? Do they think you are? I could see how they would think things, but not against you. I just see them being mental, little chaotic in their mental, and I don't think it's a bad thing. I feel kind of bad for them, and I guess what I was gonna say is really inappropriate, so I shouldn't. Never mind. I think feels like I'm going to lose my mind. Yeah. I don't know if you're giving this person like hot and cold. I think they really want you and they really love you, and they think they love you, but they don't feel you are consistently interested in them. They see you as so strong and so rad and so powerful, and they're just this little seedling and with all this stuff. And I think maybe you both are aware of it, and I think it, it's worrying them to death. Not to death, but like it's worrying them a lot, and they want to be with you. You are right and well within your rights to be sure they're in it for the right reasons. They can't just sponge your energy or drain you. And maybe you've kind of been like pushing them away and letting them back in and pushing them away. I don't know. I'm not seeing a whole ton of depth in this person compared to you, to be honest. I would say it's likely, my gut tells me it's likely maybe you have hurt them before, but maybe even only in their minds, but you have the ability to, and they know that, and you know that. And if you've wavered and gone back and forth, I think it's rough on them. There may be some damage that you guys have to heal. And just going back to this before we go, like the humility here, maybe that was an important message. Don't be too harsh on them, and don't be too judgmental. Things that they're going through, a lot of people go through. I don't know if you have. Doesn't feel like a whole lot, but maybe a little. Not as much as them. They seem like they've got some real stuff, and I don't want to get into it, but I think at the end of everything, this is an experience for you to grow from and go within and learn about some things about yourself that need to be addressed, and to bring some things that you wanted back to the surface, that even if it's been a lifetime since you've known it, it's time to remember what you really want. And if you do want the situation, I think this person wants you. They're just sort of all over the place in their heads. They seem really into you. They admire you. But you also, please don't let them guilt you, or I'm not saying you could be manipulated, but there is an element of emotional manipulation that I believe is possible. You guys got off to a good start, and they may bring that up a lot. I hope they're okay. And I know you're strong. So I think you're going to navigate this just fine. I think they authentically think you're the shit, and they authentically want you. Whether or not those reasons are very deep, like whether or not this person is in a healthy enough place, I can't judge that, but it kind of takes one to know one, and that's why we see potential. Like, they see it in you, they see everything in you, but they know they're separate from it. Okay, I don't know what else to as far as feelings go, I think we covered it. And as far as like the essence of the connection, I think we covered it. I don't know if this is going to resonate with you, if you're even still here. Do let me know. And just take care of yourself and be nice to this person, but don't let them guilt you. Got it? Okay. That's it then. I'm gonna turn this off. Thank you so much.